Brothers and sisters, if my ministry here at Holy Family and St. Patrick's has taught me anything, is that life is very much a journey. A journey we are not meant to go through alone. I have been very blessed to be able to work with Father Steve and Father Tom for the few years that I've been here. And we've been a great comfort and joy to each other. At least they've been a great comfort and joy to me. And I've learned so much in that relationship. And it makes sense because even in the gospel, our Lord sent out his 72 disciples in pairs because he didn't want them stumbling through life alone. And if we learned anything from those pairings, from those journeys together, it's simply that in life we have priorities. That's what our gospel is talking about today. Our gospel begins with, whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. The Lord is not saying, don't love your mom and dad and don't love your sons or your daughters. That would be very awkward, going home from church. It's like, well, you're on your own now. That's not what the Lord is saying. The Lord is saying, love them. Love them intensely, love them faithfully, love them joyfully, love them totally. But there is a hierarchy, a priority of life. And God should always be at the top of that list, your highest priority. When you wake up in the morning, you have a lot of things to do that day. But your biggest priority when you wake up is probably going to the bathroom. You're not really worried about filing your taxes that early in the morning. Or when you're really hungry, your biggest priority is to go buy or prepare food for yourself. It's not so much washing the car. There's different hierarchies, there's different levels of priority. The Lord isn't saying not to love, but that there are two main commandments that encapsulate everything else that we know. Love God with all your mind and all your heart and all your soul and all your strength. And the second is like it, but it's not equal. To love your neighbor as yourself. That's what we're set up to do. And that's all well and good. Make God the priority. And so my first question to you all today is, are you making the Lord a priority in your life? Have you put things above God in your individual lives? And if you have, what are you going to do about it? The line after that is, whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Brothers and sisters, I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to go to a retreat or a conference or a vacation Bible school or anything, but those days are so much fun because they're full of laughter, of community, of joy, of singing, of dancing, of crafts, of faith studies, of fun. If the weather's great, it's like the perfect day. You get snacks, you get fed, your favorite camp food. It's so much fun. We wish every day of our lives could be like the best day of like a conference or a vacation Bible school. And that's wonderful. But we all know the reality. For every good day that we have, or for every multiple good days we have, there's always that one day that's just not right. We wake up on the wrong side of bed. We're a little gloomy. We're a little sorry for ourselves. Maybe we're dealing with some shame or some guilt or some loneliness, anxiety, fear in our own life. There's something that's keeping us from loving ourselves and loving God the way we should. And we just feel off. The Lord is saying in our gospel that it's great to love God on the good days, but that we are also being asked to carry our crosses and love God on our bad days as well. It's not enough to be Christian when it's comfortable and safe and happy to do so, but we are called to follow Christ in the midst of our agony, in the midst of our suffering, in the midst of our pain. We are meant to give it all to God. Because we can't just be Catholic on Easter Sunday. We have to be Catholic on Good Friday as well. There are days where it's just hard to get up in the morning. There are days that are just hard to pray. The Lord is asking us to do so anyway. Because, brothers and sisters, Pope Benedict XVI, rest in peace, is quoted a lot saying this: we were not made for comfort. We were made for greatness. We weren't meant for the easy road. We were meant for the middle way. We were meant for the road that leads us to Jesus, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And Jesus was Jesus on his best days and his worst days as well. That's what we're meant to do. That's what we're meant to live our lives and model our lives after. Not just Christ resurrected, but Christ crucified. Not just Christ everlasting, but Christ living today. Model each and every part of our lives after him. It would have been easy, brothers and sisters, to beg the bishop to let me stay here. When I came here, I was fresh out of school. I didn't know left from right, up from down, sideways to slantways. I didn't know Father Tom from a hole in the ground, or many people here at all. Everything was brand new. But I did know this: the Lord got me through seminary, kicking and screaming, but he got me through it. And I knew he was going to have my back here. And I was so right. The last 2 years of my ministry with all of you have been some of the most wonderful years of my life. And I have all of you to thank for that. I have truly become, and I'm continuing to strive for, to become the person God is calling me to be. I think I'm the Father Matt God is calling me to be right now, and I hope to be the Father Matt that the Lord is calling me to be in the future. And that started here. But it would have been really great and easy to say to the Lord, or to the bishop, keep me here. I'm safe, I'm comfortable, I'm at home at Holy Family and St. Patrick's. But that wouldn't have been right, because our gospel isn't meant to be kept safe. Our gospel isn't meant to be kept inside one location. We weren't meant for comfort and for the easy road. That the gospel that was so worth sharing with all of you is still worth sharing to the people of St. Michael's and St. Peter's Cathedral, where I'm going. I still have work to do. And I have to go where the Lord is calling me. Will it be easy? Probably not. Am I afraid? A little bit. But am I sure that the Lord still has me? Absolutely. He didn't abandon me in university and seminary. He didn't abandon me here when I didn't know what I was doing. And he's not going to abandon me in the future. Brothers and sisters, your lives get messy sometimes, I know. Your lives are hard, they're difficult, they have struggles. They also have a lot of joys and a lot of happiness, I know. There are times where you just don't want to share the gospel anymore. You can't bring it up to your family anymore, even though they should be here sitting next to you, because you're afraid of what that'll do to your relationship. You're afraid of blessing yourselves and praying grace before meals at work because you're afraid it's going to get you some weird looks. You're afraid of being Christian in public because you're afraid of being judged. Brothers and sisters, you have one judge in the world. That's the Lord. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks of you. The only opinion that matters is his. You're Catholic. You're Catholic privately, you're Catholic publicly, you're Catholic. Don't be afraid. Be bold. Be courageous. Be his. I have to go and be his somewhere else. You get to come back. here, but also you get to go out there and spread the gospel with your words, your actions, and your love. That's our mission. And so, brothers and sisters, when life gets hard, don't be afraid. When life gets burdensome, don't be afraid. When you want to give up, don't. The Lord has you. You've been in the arms of the Lord all your life, and that hasn't changed. Trust him. Abide with him. Love him. He's not going to drop you now. He has you. He will always have you. And as we go forward today, remember that. Remember that the God of love is still loving, and he will never, ever let you go.